Welcome, welcome to a moment with Sister Prisca. Today, the title of our reflection and meditation is Mary and Martha. Which one are you? This is a reflection and meditation inspired by the Gospel of Luke, chapter 10, from verse 38 to 42, the visit of Jesus to the family of Mary, Martha, and Joseph. I am so happy you are here today because what we are going to talk about is something each one of us has lived in one way or another. Imagine this: you wake up and hear the news that someone very important is coming to visit your home today. Not just a phone call, not a text, not a video chat, but in person. Maybe it's the bishop, the president, a long lost loved one, or maybe Jesus himself. How would you feel? Excited? Nervous? Would you rush to clean the floors, dust the windows, prepare your best meal, arrange your finest plates? Or would you just sit, look them in the eye, and say, "Welcome, I'm glad you're here"? Let's take a journey to Bethany, a small village just outside Jerusalem. There, in the modest home, lived two sisters, Martha and Mary. One ordinary day, the extraordinary happened. Jesus was passing by. He didn't go to the palace. He didn't visit the temple. He knocked on the door of two women who had opened their hearts to him, and they welcomed him in. Martha, the oldest sister, did what many of us would do. She tied her apron. She hurried to the kitchen. She brought out the lentils, kneaded the bread, checked the fire. Because that's what we do when someone special comes. We serve them well. But Mary sat down right at Jesus' feet. She felt the broom, the basket, and the kitchen behind. She left everything and sat at the foot of Jesus. She wasn't being lazy, she was listening. Let me take you into the modern home. A mother is expecting a guest. She tells the children, "Tidy the room, set the table, don't touch the cake." The pot is boiling, the broom is swinging, the doorbell rings, and still she's shouting, "Where is the extra chair? Who used the clean napkin?" Now imagine her shock when she sees her teenage daughter in the living room, sitting quietly, speaking gently with the guest. "Can't you see I am sweating?" she naps. But the guest smiled and said, "She's right where I want her. I didn't come for the food. I came to be with you." That's what Jesus told Martha. "Martha, Martha, why are you anxious and troubled about many things? But Mary has chosen the better part, and it will not be taken away from her." Martha wasn't wrong for walking. Her heart was full of love, but she forgot something important. Jesus didn't come to be impressed. He came to be received. Sometimes we are so busy doing things for Jesus that we forget to simply be with Him. And when we don't slow down, frustration builds. We begin to compare like Martha did. We begin to complain. Why am I the only one doing the work? But Jesus wasn't measuring her love by her labor. He wasn't measuring it by her presence. What Mary gave him was stillness, space, her listening ears, and her heart. And that was just enough. Let me tell you a true story. A woman in a village had a surprise visitor, a priest who once baptized her daughter. It had been years. She had no fancy chair, just a bench and torn cushion. She had no food ready, just water and a bit of leftover over yam. But she smiled and said, "You're welcome, Father," and brought him outside to sit beneath a tree. They talked long and laughed, prayed. She listened more than she spoke. And as she left, the priest said, "I have eaten the many places, but here I was fed." Why? Because she gave him the gift of presence, like Mary. So, what's the message for us today? Sometimes we are Martha, doing, serving, and moving. Other times we are called to be Mary, sitting, listening, and receiving. But the truth is, Jesus wants both. He loves you cooking, He loves you singing, He loves you cleaning, but He also loves you. Not the busy version of you, not the polished version,